I'm Marna, and this is the Twin Flame Detox. Today we're talking about your third eye, how to open it, what it is, and what it's there for. So before we get into that, please like, subscribe, comment, and share these videos so this message can reach the people who need to hear it. I can guarantee you know someone who needs to hear this information, whether you realize it or not. Also, make sure that you watch to the end of this video. I do have a contest running right now. I have a giveaway, and the instructions for entering that will be at the end. And if you have any interest in individual coaching with me, instructions for that will also be at the end of the video. All right, so let's get into this. This is part of your integration and ascension process, so let's talk about the pineal gland and the third eye. So just what is the third eye? Where is it located? If you feel right about here, there's a little flat spot that's between and over your eyebrows. That is where your third eye chakra is residing. Your third eye chakra is connected to a small gland that is hidden away inside your brain called the pineal gland. The pineal gland in earlier forms of evolution was actually a light sensing organ, and it is still sensitive to light. So the more light you have around you, the more that gland gets activated. This is the gland that produces melatonin to help you sleep. So it has a number of physical functions as well as the psychic functions. Now, when you're getting to a point where your third eye is starting to open, and please keep in mind, religions around the world recognize this third eye opening as being an integral part of connecting with spirit. It's the chakra right underneath the crown chakra. So this is where you start seeing beyond what your physical sight tells you. So some signs that your third eye is starting to open is you'll get a feeling of pressure right between the eyebrows. It might feel like a low-grade migraine. You'll get an increased sense of foresight. You'll start predicting what's going to happen. You know, I bet that if he does that, then this is going to be the result of it. That's simple. You'll get an increased sensitivity to light, particularly bright lights, because instead of two eyes adjusting to it, it's three. You'll also get an increased sense of smell, taste, and hearing. Basically, all of your senses that connect you to the external world will get a bit of a boost. You're going through a change in perspective, so everything seems different until you adapt to that change. You'll also get a feeling that things just aren't the same as they were before. Do you ever walk outside and the air just smells different? Maybe it smells fresher or cleaner, or maybe not. Do you ever, just get the feeling that there's something a little off on your drive to work? People aren't acting quite the same. This is all signs of your third eye opening. The third eye is particularly sensitive to the colors of blue and purple, so indigo dyes. So if you start noticing the color blue more, if you see a blue cornflower that you would not have noticed previously, if someone's blue shirt is really standing out to you, again, that's a sign that your third eye is becoming more active. And you will also become much more sensitive to the vibrational nature of reality. You will feel vibrations. You will feel a change in the wind. You may put your hand down on something and just feel a very quick tremor. When people have been doing my 5D Ascension video, that should be up there, that has been giving me a sense of vibration every time that energy is channeled through me. So, I'll be randomly sitting at my desk and all of a sudden things feel a little bit vibrating and, then they go on. So hopefully the people who've been receiving these downloads have been thoroughly enjoying the results of them once you get past the flu symptoms. All right. Now, are there any dangers to your third eye opening? Well, with any new experience, there is a period of adjustment involved. And while you're going through this adjustment, you may get some headaches. Again, there's that feeling of pressure here, and it can feel a bit migrainey. You may get spots in your vision. White spots are very common. Also, floaters are very common. This is because as the vibration changes, the vitreous fluid in your eyes is shaking more. So all those little biological remnants that have been there your entire life are being more agitated and are floating across your field of vision more. That's all it's coming from. You may also feel a sense of panic or anxiety. Now, the reason that you're feeling this is because there's a change. And when there's a change going on and you can't quite put your finger on what it is, panic and anxiety are very natural responses to that. All right, so what can we do to help with this process? What can we do to help with opening the third eye and to make the entire adjustment as easy as possible? First thing you can do is you can go out and spend time in the sunlight every day. This is what kicks your circadian rhythm into high gear. It's what tells you you're in your wake cycle. And that is also going to regulate the release of melatonin when it's time for your sleep cycle. You will go to sleep more easily if you are going outside and enjoying the morning light every morning. I know it sounds counterintuitive, but it's there. When you go to bed, when you go to sleep, sleep in complete darkness. Do not leave a nightlight on. Do not leave your computer screen on. Do not, leave your phone on. Complete and utter darkness. Because again, your pineal gland is light sensitive, even though it's way back in your brain, and it does respond to the amount of light in your environment. If you are in complete darkness, then the gland knows it's time to release more melatonin, so in the end, you will sleep better. Reduce your blue light exposure. TV, computers, phones, all of these have blue light, and the blue light that comes from these devices does interfere with that melatonin release. You can try wearing blue light blocking glasses in the evening and see if that helps. Now, those are all physical. Changing the way your melatonin is reduced, getting your body into the circadian rhythm you are meant to be in. Now then, let's go for actually using the eye. It helps if you perform a daily meditation. This is producing the deep brain waves and stimulating the parasympathetic nervous system, which opens you up more to the messages coming into you through the universe. Closing your eyes in meditation does help because that is stimulating darkness, which helps, kick the pineal gland in high action. Yoga helps the pineal gland. It's particularly the inversion postures, which turn you upside down, increase blood flow into the brain and through that gland so that you can more effectively utilize it. Practice deep breathing. The that you see at the beginning of every meditation video actually has a purpose to it. Again, it is stimulating the parasympathetic nervous system. A 3-second inhalation and a 5-second exhalation, even if you only do it for 5 or 10 minutes a day, will change your entire life. Now, this one's going to sound really, really weird. Put your tongue up against the roof of your mouth, that top palate area. There are so many nerve endings in the roof of your mouth. And I know you have experienced them the hard way when you've gotten brain freeze after eating ice cream, right? Press your tongue against those while you are doing your deep breathing, while you are meditating. And that will help calm the parasympathetic nerve endings. That will put you in a more relaxed trance state. Now then, there is a form of meditation called Tritaka meditation, and I do hope I pronounced that right. This is called candle gazing. So you pick up your candle, stare at the flame without blinking for a minute, 2 or 3 minutes. Stare at it without blinking, and then close your eyes and watch the after image until it disappears. Doing this focuses your conscious brain on one small point. I particularly like to look at the point of the candle flame, and I hope that this is showing up. That's too bright. There's a point at the candle flame right at the top of the wick where there's a little airspace between the top of the wick and the beginning of the flame itself. Focus on that point, and that will give your conscious brain something to do so that your subconscious brain and your parasympathetic systems can come to the forefront and start working. So once you start doing all of this, what are you going to start seeing? What are you going to start experiencing? You'll start noticing blues, purples. Again, this is very, very psychic colors. These are colors that are enhancing the pineal gland's function. You're going to start wanting to get away, starting to feel overwhelmed just by the pressure of air against you. If you have access to a sensory deprivation tank or a float tank, definitely give that a try. Even if all you can do is fill up your tub with skin temperature water and relax in that for a little bit, that will help get that feeling of pressure off. You are going to find that your dietary needs are changing as your third eye is opening. So there's a couple of ways that you can help combat this. You will need more magnesium in your system. You'll need more vitamin D3 in your system. Both of these help regulate your circadian rhythms. And as your pineal gland becomes more active, you're going to need more of the vitamins used to keep it healthy. You also would like, this also helps to take cod liver oil. Cod liver oil is a great source of vitamin A, which is melatonin and the detection of light and light sensitivity. Some others that you may want to take just as a supplement: vitamin K2. It helps to flush calcium out of soft tissues. If there is anything going on in your pineal gland with it being overcalcified, which can happen when you live in certain societies, then K2 will help with that. B12 definitely helps with the conversion of melatonin. It is actually an incredibly important nutrient that most of us do not get nearly enough of. All right, so what this is going to give you, you're going to get better focus as you meditate. The more you meditate, the more you practice it, the more focus you're going to have, and the better job you're going to do with being able to stay in that meditative state. Even once you stop meditating for the day, staying in that meditative state makes it a lot easier to move through your day with less stress, less sense of worry, less feeling like you've got to go, get it done. It will give you you'll become more intuitive. Again, it's that increased foresight, that feeling of, you have an idea what's going to happen next, because you really do. You are becoming more sensitive to the information that your subconscious system is taking in. The stuff that your conscious brain isn't noticing, but your subconscious is still storing away for reference. You'll become more sensitive to those aspects, which lead to leaps in intuition and creative genius. Your senses are becoming more vivid. You are feeling much, much more aware of everything around you. Even small sounds, small smells will start catching your attention. And the you will become more aware of auras. You'll start seeing energy shapes and energy forms around other people. No, this is not your eyes playing tricks on you. You really are seeing these things. You are becoming more aware of what has always been there, and that you have trained yourself not to see, because since childhood we were told it didn't exist. And then the biggest advantage to your pineal gland and your third eye opening, it makes it easier for your higher self, your fifth dimensional self, to communicate with your third dimensional self. So you'll start getting messages. You'll have more vivid dreams. You will have sudden bursts of insight coming through. You will have this feeling of not being alone as you're going through this transition. You'll have this feeling of a wise big brother, big sister feeling, just, being there to support you. And that is your higher self. This feeling that you have of someone accompanying you, of someone who is escorting you along your ascension path, is you. You're perfectly safe in this dynamic. You are being guided and led by your fifth dimensional self. So that is the basics on the third eye. And hopefully you got some information out of this. Now then, I have a very limited number of spots available for private coaching. If you would like individual instruction while you're going through your ascension period, please send an email to twinflamedetox@gmail.com, and I, or a member of my team, will reach out to schedule your private consultation and see if we're a good fit together. And on to the contest. Yay! Oh, where did it go? I am giving away a free copy, and apparently there it is. Sorry. I am giving away a free copy of my book, Quantum Metaphysics. If you would like to win your free copy of Quantum Metaphysics, which explores exactly the science behind all of these ascension events, like, comment, share. In the comment section, please leave a comment stating that you have entered the contest after you have liked and shared the video. Then, at the end of August, August 2020, this is a limited time offer, I will go through the comments. I will take everyone who has commented on this video that they have entered the contest and do a random name pool to see who gets their very own physical copy, yay, of Quantum Metaphysics for your own growth and your own education. So I'm looking forward to seeing the comments from you guys, and have a beautiful day.